Alright guys, so I am here with Miss Shila, who is one of my Mustangs. Not halter broke yet. We get an occasional pet, but we're still working on it. That's why her mane is all raggedy and she's not brushed and stuff. But we are working on it. You know, it's a slow process. But I wanted to talk to you about freeze brands. Okay, so each Mustang has their own unique freeze brand, which you can see right there on her neck in that white hair. Do you mind? We're trying to look at your pretty tattoo. A lot of people call them tattoos. They're actually not tattoos. They're a form of brand, which is a cold brand instead of a hot brand. So whenever they bring the Mustangs in, they will shave a little bit of the hair on their neck, and then they will brand them with a code that is specific to them. So each Mustang has their own special little code. Okay, so we are going to decipher the code on her neck. Okay, so hers is very clear. That's why I picked her instead of Dreamer. So she was branded as a 2-year-old. Well, Dreamer was branded, you know, as a foal. So it does make a difference, because when they're branded young, they grow out and it kind of smudges and stretches as they're growing. But when they're kind of full height, which they get about, you know, age 2 or 3, they get almost adult height. It's a lot easier to tell what their brand is. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first two symbols right there, those actually indicate that she is U.S. government registered, meaning she's an official BLM off the range Mustang. Okay, the next two are stacked on top of each other. So those two lines and that kind of angle like that, that make up a smiley face, that is actually the year she was born. Okay, so the two lines like that stand for a number 1. Okay, and the kind of the smile in the smiley face, that is a 7. Okay, indicating she was born in 2017. Okay, the next 6 digits are her registration number, and the last 4 digits of that 6-digit registration number would be her tag number. So whenever you are adopting a Mustang, they each have a plastic tag, which I will show you a picture of in the comments, and that is their tag number. Okay, so those last 4 digits right there, which you can't see because now her mane's in the way, are her tag number. So her registration number, we'll start one at a time if she'll keep her head still. Could you go back to eating? We're talking about you. Okay, so the first one, you can see it, the very first number right there is a 3. Okay, so it's kind of like a little teepee right there. That is a 3. And then the next one is a 7, followed by a 6, a 2, and then the last 2 under her mane are both 8s. Okay, so her registration number is, do you mind? So her registration number is 376288. Okay, let me see if I can get a better angle. It's kind of hard to see, it's really bright out here. Okay, so it's U.S. government registered, first 2, and then followed by her birth year, which is the smiley face, which I think is super cute and unique, is the 1 and then the 7, so 2017. And then, I know the flies are bothering you real good. And then we have her registration number, which are the last 6, which are, let me see if you can find it. Okay, so that is a 3, a 7, second one's a 7, then we have a 6, 2, and 8, 8 are underneath her mane. Now, I have no idea, well, I know what Dreamer's registration number is because I have her paperwork, but reading it is far harder than Shila's because she was branded so young. It's kind of stretched out and smeared. Yeah, that is what her Freeze brand means, and each Mustang has their own individual brand. I will also in the comments put a kind of a picture of how to decipher it, the little card that everybody gets when they adopt a Mustang. Some of them are pretty clear, others are really hard to decipher. It's like a secret code sometimes. And some Mustangs I've even seen have 2 brands. Like if they mess up on the first one, they'll just rebrand them. Like if they accidentally put, you know, the wrong year, or you know, accidentally double up on a registration number, they'll go back and rebrand them. But that's kind of rare. But they all have them on the left side of their neck, which I think is pretty cool looking. So yeah, let me know if you have any comments. Like I said, this is Shila, and she's having a snack while we're talking about her. So let me see if I can get a little bit closer. There you go. That's a full picture of her brand there, and I love that smiley face. I think it's adorable. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions.